Hey, what's up everybody? Captain McCoy here with BassSoldiers.com. I just wanted to bring you on deck with me this morning and show you the new layout of the new Bass Soldiers guide boat. See what I look at every morning when I'm on a trip. I'm going to show you my office. Let's take it up front. So this is the office of the new boat. You can see it's pretty high tech. Got the trolling motor, of course, dual graphs. If you noticed, I built this portable base for my Garmin LifeScope unit. I'd like to be able to move it front to back when I'm either sitting at the helm and I'm just looking around for fish, or if I'm actually up front fishing. If you notice, I also put it on a separate LifeScope mount pole. This particular one is the beat down outdoors pole. It's pretty awesome. You just pull this little switch, pole goes in the water. Now you can hand control it, scan around, and then everything you see off that transducer goes to the Garmin. I have it off right now because I'm in real shallow water. But yeah, and then as soon as you want to put it back up, you pull the pin and fold her back in, and you're ready to go to the next spot. Obviously I got my Humminbird unit. This really I just use for mapping. I got my stomp switches for the Raptors, obviously trolling motor pedal. If you notice, I put this on a cord so I can disconnect the pedal off the trolling motor when I'm running the trolling motor at the helm when I've got trips. So real quick, let's talk about some of the reasons why you would want to mount your transducer on a separate pole, and then also why you'd want to create a little portable box. A lot of guys will mount their LifeScope transducers on the trolling motor, and that's awesome. I did that for the first year, and allows you to control it with your foot pedal. But there's a couple reasons why it's not a good idea to have it on that trolling motor. First one is durability. That trolling motor will want to bang into stuff. And if you're fishing shallow water like we do in Florida, you're pounding it through the grass, thick mats. And I wanted to be able to have my transducer in the water when I need it in deeper water applications. But when I'm fishing shallow, I don't want that transducer in the water getting banged up. So that's why I wanted to put it on a separate pole. So when I'm shallow, I can put the pole up and have it out of the water. Or actually just detach it completely and then just don't even bring it on board if I'm going to spend the day shallow. The other reason is it's talked about a lot by a lot of people, but when you're using the trolling motor to have your LifeScope on it and you decide to spot lock on a spot, all of a sudden you lose the ability to control that LifeScope. So if you're in wind or in current, and as soon as you spot lock, your nose is going to hold in that current. But if you're fishing off to the side on a brush pile, or you're trying to scan anywhere else other than holding in that heading, you're going to lose your ability to either spot lock or control the LifeScope. And so therefore you want to have it on a separate mount. And there are some mounts out there that are foot controlled. They have a little electronic pedal, and those are pretty pricey. I wanted the ability to control it by hand, which would put it right in the direction I need it to be, and for a lot less price. But those are the two major reasons: control of the LifeScope and durability. Now, for the reasons I built my own portable shuttle is because once you have wiring set up and you've got your system mounted directly onto the boat, you lose the ability to either take it with you to a different boat, and I have multiple boats, and number two is take it from the front to the back. When I'm running when I'm at the driver's console and I'm at the helm, basically, and I'm looking around for fish, either on a day that I don't have customers, or I'm just not fishing the day I have customers and I'm just scanning around, I can sit at my console and just scan around with my LifeScope if I'm able to move it to the back where I'll be. So by putting it on this separate, in the separate shuttle, and then having my pole on a breakaway mount that I can take and put to the back or in the middle. I can move my whole live scope system anywhere on the boat that I want to. And therefore, I can be looking at live scope and looking at live time fish movements no matter where I sit on the boat. But you may want to think about making your live scope portable for those reasons. Now, if you are always on front deck and you're by yourself, then so be it. But for me, as a guide, sometimes I'm on deck fishing, sometimes I'm at the helm controlling. It just depends on the trip that I have. So I like that flexibility to be able to move it. Think about those tips, and I hope that improves your time on the water. But anyway, that's the new office space of the BassSoldiers guide boat. Thanks for sticking around and watching. Till next time, tight lines.